Good morning, everybody. I'm Clint, and I like to cook. And I'm fixing to show you how to make some good old homemade biscuits with only 3 ingredients. You guys stick around. It's going to be good. So we're going to take us a bowl, place down there, and we're going to start out with 2 cups of self-rising flour. You guys can use whatever brand that you prefer. I don't have any certain brand that I necessarily like one more than the other. The next step is I'm going to take a grater and I'm going to use a stick and a half of butter, and I'm going to grate that into that flour. Now I did put this in the freezer for just a little bit to kind of help it stiffen up a little bit. It makes it easier to grate. So I'll go ahead and get a stick and a half of that grated up. Alright, so I've got the stick and a half of butter grated. So what I'm going to do is take a spoon and I'm just going to kind of start folding that into that flour. Just about like that. I want to kind of get it mixed in there together good. I don't want to over mix it. I just want to kind of press that into that flour until it starts getting just a little bit clumpy. I've got the butter mixed into the flour, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of dig me a hole there in the center of that bowl, and I'm going to take 1 1/4 cup of whole milk and pour it right in there. Now you can use buttermilk if you want to. I just don't have any. Now I'm going to kind of just start folding that in about like that. Until everything kind of gets doughy. We don't want to over mix here. Let everything kind of start sticking together. I've laid a piece of parchment paper out on my counter, and what I want to do is I want to bring some flour in there, and I want to put a good little layer down, about like that. Now what I'm going to do is just turn this dough out right on top of that flour. And I'm going to put just a little bit of flour right on top of that. I want to kind of roll that around just a bit. And I'm going to press this down into kind of a rectangle shape, about roughly 3/4 of an inch thick. I've got that patted out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cutter and I'm going to cut that into thirds. There we go. Now what I want to do is I want to just fold this just like that on top of each other. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to press that down again. Like I said, about 3/4 of an inch thick. I know it's going to be kind of hard to measure, but you just guess. There we go. Now we're going to cut this one more time. We're going to fold that a second time. That looks good. Just layer that on there. And we're going to push it down. We're going to go 3/4 of an inch again. All right, that ought to be good. All right, time to cut the biscuits. So I just take a little glass that I've got here. And this is real important, guys. All you want to do is push straight down to cut it. Don't turn it. Don't spin it. Because that seals the edges. And it'll affect the way it rises. So we're going to take that, and I've got me a iron skillet over here, as you can see, and I'm going to start placing those in there. And I'm just going to come over here, push straight down. And right into that iron skillet. All right, we got them in the iron skillet, so we'll go ahead and get those in the oven. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and get those biscuits out. Oh, look at that. After I get those out, I like to go over the top of them with just a little bit of melted butter. And I'll let that kind of soak in there. You guys let me know if you've ever made these. What kind of recipe you have. Do you like buttermilk biscuits or just regular whole milk biscuits? They are going to be delicious. There we go. Good old-fashioned homemade biscuits. It doesn't get better than that. Appreciate you guys watching. If you don't mind, like and share my video. I appreciate you so much. God bless.